The English Club Podcast, helping you speak English with confidence. Hey, English learners, welcome back to the English Club Podcast, your warm, cozy place to learn easy English through real conversations about real life. I'm Olivia.
And I'm Jack. So, Olivia, how are you today? Did you have a good day?
Honestly, a little strange. I had a lot of things to do, but somehow I finished the day feeling like I did nothing.
Oh, that feeling.
Yes, that very specific feeling where you were busy the whole time, but you cannot explain what you actually did.
I know that feeling very well. Too well, actually.
And the funny part is, I wasn't lazy. I was moving the whole day. Just moving in circles, I think.
Moving in circles. That's a perfect way to describe it.
How about you? Good day?
Good, yes, but I wasted my morning a little. I sat down to check one thing on my phone, and then, you know how that goes.
One thing becomes many things.
Many, many things. And suddenly, it's noon.
So today's topic is very relevant for both of us.
Very. Almost uncomfortably relevant.
Yes, and before we start wasting any more of our listeners' time,
Let's talk about time, how to make the most of it, how to actually use it well. Not just talk about using it well, but really do it.
because there is a big difference between those two things.
A very big difference. And before we begin, if you enjoy learning English through honest, real conversations like this one, please like this episode, subscribe to the English Club podcast, and share it with a friend who is also learning English.
Especially that friend who always says, I have no time to study, but somehow always has time to scroll.
We all know that friend.
Sometimes we are that friend.
Sometimes, yes.
Okay, so let's start with the real question. What does it actually mean to make the most of your time?
Good place to start, because I think a lot of people hear that phrase and immediately feel tired.
Yes, like, oh, now I have to be productive every second.
Exactly. Like making the most of your time means squeezing every drop out of every hour and never relaxing.
Which sounds exhausting.
Very exhausting, but that is not what it means.
So what does it mean?
I think it means something simpler. It means at the end of the day, you feel like the day belonged to you, like you chose how to spend it, at least a little.
Oh, that is a nicer way to think about it.
Because the opposite is also possible. You can finish a whole day and feel like the day happened to you. Not that you lived it, but that it just passed.
Yes, like you were a passenger in your own day.
Exactly. A passenger, just sitting there while the hours drove by.
And I think that is where the real problem lives. Not laziness, not lack of effort.
But no direction.
Right. Think of your day like a river. If a river has no banks, no edges, no shape, the water just spreads everywhere, flat, shallow, going nowhere in particular.
But when a river has clear banks, it moves, it has direction, it has depth, it actually gets somewhere.
So making the most of your time is really about giving your day some shape, some banks.
Not rigid walls, just enough direction to stop spreading everywhere.
And when your day has that shape, even a small one, everything feels different.
You feel different.
Yes, more like yourself, more in control.
And that feeling, that is what we are really talking about today. Can I tell you something that happened to me recently?
Please.
So a few weeks ago, I had a free Saturday, a whole Saturday. No plans, no obligations, just free time.
That sounds wonderful.
That's what I thought. I woke up thinking, today is going to be great. I will rest, I will do something creative, I will take a long walk.
Lovely plan.
And then I opened my phone just to check one thing quickly.
Oh, no.
Yes, and then one video, and then another, and then I was reading something that led to something else, and before I understood what happened,
This Saturday was gone.
almost. It was 5 o'clock. I had been on my phone for most of the day.
That is painful.
The worst part was, I didn't even enjoy it. I wasn't relaxed. I was more tired than when I woke up.
Yes, that kind of scrolling is not rest. It looks like rest, but your brain is actually working the whole time.
Exactly. Taking in information, reacting to things, jumping from topic to topic.
It's like thinking you're sitting quietly, but actually running a small marathon in your head.
Yes, a small, exhausting, pointless marathon.
And that feeling at the end, that empty, slightly guilty feeling,
Like I wasted something I can't get back.
that is the feeling of time used without intention. And I think so many people know exactly what you're describing.
I think so too. And after that Saturday, I decided I needed to be more deliberate with my time, more conscious.
Deliberate, yes, doing things on purpose, not by accident.
Not just letting the day happen, but actually choosing, even in small ways.
And that is really where today's tips come from. Not from theory, from real experience of what goes wrong and what actually helps. Okay, so let's talk about real tips. Simple ones. Things that actually work.
Yes, not big, complicated systems, just small, honest ideas.
Good. So tip number 1, start with one clear intention.
One, not a list of 20 things.
1, because I think the problem with most planning is people try to plan too much.
Yes, they write a list with 15 things, and by the evening, they finished 3 and feel bad about the 12 they didn't do.
Every single day. So instead, just one clear intention. One thing that if you finish it today, you will feel good.
Like a compass. A compass doesn't tell you every step of the journey. It just tells you this direction. Go here.
And that is enough. One clear direction.
I tried this. I stopped writing long lists. Every morning, I just ask myself, what is the one thing that matters most today?
And does that feel better?
So much better, because even on a hard day, even when things go wrong and the day gets messy, I have one direction, and usually I get there.
And arriving somewhere feels much better than running in circles.
Much better. So tip 1, one clear intention, one compass for the day.
Tip number 2, use the small spaces.
Small spaces?
Yes, during the day there are small pockets of time that most people throw away. 5 minutes waiting for coffee, 10 minutes on the bus, a few minutes in a queue.
And usually people just scroll during those moments.
Right, or stare at nothing, or worry about something.
But those small spaces are actually useful.
Very useful. Think of your day like a jar. You have some big stones, your main tasks, your important work, but there is also space between the stones.
The small gaps.
And those gaps are not empty. You can fill them with small, meaningful things.
Review a few new words. Listen to 5 minutes of English. Read a paragraph of something interesting.
Small things, but they add up.
I have a colleague at work, incredibly busy. 2 children, long hours. She always says, I have no time to study English.
I know that person.
But one day she started using just her commute time, 30 minutes each way on the train.
And?
After 3 months, completely different. She was understanding things she couldn't understand before.
Because she didn't find more time, she found the time that was already there, but hidden.
Yes, she found the gaps between the stones.
So tip 2, use the small spaces. They are already in your day, you just have to see them.
Tip number 3, protect your best hours.
Oh, this one is important.
Yes, because not all hours are equal.
They really are not. There are hours in your day when your mind is sharp, clear, focused. Ideas come easily.
And there are hours when your brain is basically just sitting there politely pretending to work.
Yes, present, but not really there.
And most people, without realizing, spend their best hours on their weakest tasks.
Checking emails when the mind is freshest, doing deep thinking when the mind is already tired.
It's like using the brightest lamp in your house to light a storage room you never go into.
And then trying to read something important in a dark corner.
Backwards.
Completely backwards.
So the tip is, find your best hours, the time when you feel most clear, and protect that time.
Give your sharpest attention to your most important work.
For me, it's the morning, before the messages start arriving, before the noise of the day.
And once you know your best hours, you guard them. You don't let small things in.
Because once those hours are gone, they're gone for today.
And tomorrow they come back, so you get another chance.
But only if you protect them.
Tip number 4, finish small things quickly.
Yes, this one sounds simple, but it changes so much.
Because there's a certain kind of tiredness that doesn't come from hard work.
It comes from carrying unfinished things.
Exactly. A reply you haven't sent, a small task you said you'd do later, a call you keep postponing.
Each one is tiny, but you carry them all at the same time.
And they are heavy together.
Yes, it's like walking around all day with small stones in your pockets. Each stone alone, nothing, but 20 stones together?
You feel the weight.
And your mind is always slightly occupied, slightly distracted, slightly heavy.
I had an email I needed to send. Very simple. It would have taken 5 minutes.
How long did you wait?
10 days.
10 days?
Every day I thought about it. Every day I felt a small weight. And every day I thought, tomorrow.
And the email itself was 5 minutes, but the waiting cost 10 days of background noise.
Exactly. So when something is small, just finish it. Now, not tomorrow.
Take the stone out of your pocket.
Yes, one empty pocket makes the whole walk lighter.
And tip number 5, rest is not wasting time.
This is so important, and so many people get this wrong.
Because in a world that celebrates being busy, resting feels like falling behind.
Like if you're not doing something every moment, you're losing.
But think about a candle. A candle gives light. It's useful. It's beautiful.
But if you never let it rest, if it burns all the way down,
It goes out, and then it gives nothing.
rest is not the opposite of being productive. It is what makes being productive possible.
Yes, I learned this the hard way. Once I stayed up very late finishing some work. I was tired, but I pushed.
How did the work turn out?
I had to redo most of it the next morning.
Ah,
In 30 minutes, rested. It took 30 minutes what had taken me 3 exhausted hours the night before.
so the rest was not wasted time. The late night was.
Exactly. Rest is not giving up. Rest is preparing.
It is sharpening yourself so that when you work, you really work.
So please, sleep, take breaks, sit quietly sometimes, go for a walk.
These are not guilty pleasures.
They're part of using your time well.
A very important part.
So we have 5 tips, but before we go into our word tour, I want to say something a little bigger.
Yes, go ahead.
I mean, all of these tips are about doing things better, but I think the deeper message is something else.
What do you mean?
I mean, making the most of your time isn't really about being more efficient, it's about being more present.
Oh, say more.
Because you can be very efficient, ticking boxes, finishing tasks, using every minute, and still feel completely disconnected from your own life.
Like you're managing your life instead of living it.
Exactly. And the goal is not to manage. The goal is to actually be there, inside your own day.
Noticing it, choosing it, feeling like it belongs to you.
Because the days that feel wasted, they don't feel wasted because you didn't do enough.
They feel wasted because you weren't really there.
Yes, you were somewhere else in your head or on your phone or thinking about yesterday or tomorrow.
And the day passed without you in it.
So maybe the real tip underneath all the other tips is just show up to your own life fully, even for small moments.
Even 5 fully present minutes are worth more than a whole distracted hour.
Much more.
That is a beautiful way to think about it.
And honestly, it's also better for your English.
Yes, because when you're present, when you're really listening, really reading, really engaging, you learn so much more than when you're half there.
Your brain is open, not just going through the motions.
So being present is good for time, good for life, and good for English.
3 benefits. Very efficient.
Very. Okay. Let's slow down now and look at some of the most useful words and phrases from today's conversation.
Yes, because today we used some really good ones. Words that are useful not just for talking about time, but for talking about life.
And the best way to remember new English is to hear it in a real conversation first and then look at it more closely, which is exactly what we are doing now. So let's start. First word, intention. When you do something with intention, you do it on purpose. You choose it. You decide it. It is not an accident. For example, she started each morning with one clear intention for the day. Or, I want to use my time with more intention, not just react to whatever happens. Repeat intention.
Intention. Next, a very honest word, deliberate. Deliberate means done on purpose, with thought and awareness, not automatic, not by habit. When you are deliberate, you are choosing. For example, he made a deliberate decision to put his phone in another room while he worked. Or, being deliberate with your time means asking yourself why before you do something. Repeat, deliberate.
Deliberate. Next, a phrase that explains a very common feeling, passenger in your own day. If you feel like a passenger in your own day, it means the day is happening to you, not that you are choosing it. Things are just arriving and you're reacting. For example, she realized she had been a passenger in her own day for months, just reacting to whatever came. Or making even one small choice in the morning can help you feel less like a passenger. Repeat, passenger in your own day.
Passenger in your own day. Next, a word for the time when your mind works best, peak hours. Your peak hours are the part of the day when you feel most focused, most energetic, most clear. This is different for everyone. For example, he protected his peak hours every morning for his most important work. Or, once you know your peak hours, stop wasting them on things that don't need your best attention. Repeat, peak hours.
Peak hours. Next, a useful phrase for small, useful moments. Hidden time. Hidden time is the small pockets of time in your day that are already there, but easy to miss. Waiting time, commute time, the small gaps between big things. For example, she improved her English mostly through hidden time, small moments she used to add up to something real. Or, before you say you have no time, look for the hidden time in your day. Repeat, hidden time.
Hidden time. Next, a word that describes someone who is really present, conscious. When you are conscious of something, you are aware of it. You notice it. You are not on automatic. For example, I want to be more conscious of how I spend my evenings. Or, conscious rest is different from just collapsing on the sofa. You choose it, and it actually restores you. Repeat, conscious.
Conscious. And one more, a phrase for how time can quietly disappear. Slip away. When time slips away, it goes without you noticing. Not a dramatic loss, just a quiet one. For example, the whole morning slipped away before she had started her most important task. Or, if you don't have some kind of intention for the day, the hours slip away very easily. Repeat, slip away.
Slip away. And those were the key words and phrases from today's episode.
And honestly, every single one of those words describes something you have probably felt, but maybe didn't have the English for.
And that is the best kind of vocabulary. Not words for exams, words for real feelings and real experiences.
So try to use them in your conversations, in your thinking, even just recognizing them when you hear them. That is already learning.
So, if someone is listening right now and thinking, okay, that all sounds good, but what do I actually do today? What do we tell them?
Simple steps. Very simple.
Step 1. Tonight, before you sleep, write one intention for tomorrow. Just one. The one thing that matters most.
Step 2, tomorrow morning before you open your phone, read that intention. Just look at it for 10 seconds. Remind yourself of your direction.
Step 3, find one small pocket of hidden time in your day, 5 minutes somewhere. Use it for something that helps you, even just reviewing the words from this episode.
Step 4, at the end of the day, ask yourself one question. Not, did I do everything? But was I present in my own day? Even a little.
And if the answer is yes, even a small yes, say something kind to yourself, because that small yes is how real change begins.
Not with a perfect day, with one present moment, then another, then another.
And over time, those moments become a life you actually recognize as yours.
Before we finish, let's quickly remember today's tips.
Yes, tip 1, start with one clear intention. Give your day a compass, not a list of 20 things.
Tip 2, use the small spaces. The hidden time is already there. You just have to see it.
Tip 3, protect your peak hours. Give your best attention to your most important work.
Tip 4, finish small things quickly. Empty your pockets. Remove the mental weight.
And tip 5, rest is not wasting time. It is what makes everything else possible.
5 tips. All simple, all real.
And we want to say this clearly. You don't need to be perfect with your time.
Nobody is.
You just need to be a little more conscious, a little more deliberate, a little more present.
Even 10 good intentional minutes a day can change your English over time.
And your life, too.
Yes, and we believe you can do that.
Now it's your turn. What is one thing that steals the most time from your day, and what is one small change you will make after listening to this episode?
Write your answer in the comments. Your experience might help someone else who is listening.
And if this episode was useful, please like it, subscribe to the English Club podcast, and share it with someone who also wants to use their time a little better.
And before we go, one last thought.
The time you spent listening to this episode, you didn't waste it. You invested it.
In your English, in yourself, in the person you are becoming.
And that is always time well spent.
So, go gently, plan small, rest fully, show up to your own life.
And little by little, your time will start to feel like yours again.
Grow your English, grow your life.
This is Jack.
And this is Olivia.
And you have been listening to the English Club podcast.
Take care of your time and take care of your heart. Goodbye.